Good morning, my friends. Happy Monday, the 27th. So, we're going to do something a little bit different. We are going to do some real talk right now. Apologies, I haven't been on here as much as I once was. I, um, I think like everybody, everybody's kind of facing the economic crisis right now. Small businesses included. Unfortunately, one of my dear friends that I used to work at, Chaotic Lily in Milford, their shop closed. I usually do Halloween things there, so I was super bummed about that. Now I have another friend closing their shop, and we're all just having a really, really hard time, myself included. I am working so hard to build an air community to help people feel seen and help people feel heard. But it's kind of hard when you can't get out into the algorithm, when no matter how hard you're pushing, you can do TikToks and post it on Instagram and Facebook, and you can post on all your local groups, and you can text all your former clients, and you can send emails, and you can hand out flyers, and still be struggling, still be running your tires in the mud. And sometimes it just gets a little bit disheartening. And I think that's kind of where I've been. I've been kind of in that mindset of like, all right, like, what's next? And it's hard when you're in that moment to say, okay, I get that I'm being put under pressure because I'm getting ready for a moment of great growth, of great exposure, of everything combusting and coming together for me. Sometimes it's really, really hard to keep that mindset. Our thoughts, things, and word spells, yes, absolutely. But there's also a super air of toxic positivity going around in communities now. And I don't want to feed into that. Like, yes, you want to stay as positive as you possibly can. And yes, you want to say, okay, things are changing, things are growing. I might not understand why I'm under pressure right now. I might not understand why it feels like my whole world is falling apart, but I know something bigger is coming. I know I just got to trust the process. Sometimes it's hard to say that, bros. Sometimes that's just not an easy spot to be in. But we do have a full moon coming in 2 days. A full moon is in Aquarius, and it's also on a super lucky day where Jupiter is coming in conjunction with the big Leo energy. It's known as the Day of Luck, and it's going to be the first one that we have for the next like 7 or 10 years. I'm not 100% sure. Astrology isn't always my thing. I dabble here or there, but it's not my main forte. But it's going to be a day of luck. It's going to be a day of transformation. So we just got to keep trudging. We just got to keep spinning those tires and keep trying to stay positive. With that said, today's medicine is going to come to you courtesy of the Crow Tarot. I just knew we needed the little bit of extra oomph, the little bit of extra love. Thank you everybody who came to see me on Saturday over at Soul and Shadow Emporiums. You are appreciated. Thank you for taking the time to sit with me as your reader. Guys, I do have openings all this week for Reiki energy healing and or personal tarot card readings, including Saturday. Usually I'm not available in the office on Saturday, but I am only available until 3 o'clock. Because after that, I'm going on vacation for the weekend. What? Super excited. Okay, so we are starting in the Nine of Cups. Cups is all about emotion, okay? It's all about taking that time to fill your cup. We were just having that conversation. Like, you can be in your feelings all day long. You can understand that, like, okay, universe, like, I don't know what's next. We're all having a hard time in this economic crisis. We don't know where to go. We don't know who to turn to. Our friends are feeling the same thing. But we gotta take time to fill our own cups, okay? We can't expect others to be what we need to be to ourselves, okay? We can't expect. I'll give you an example. I had a friend that, would say, oh, I'll go to the gym with you, or oh, I'll do this with you, or oh, I'll do that with you. And then I held them to that expectation of they're going to show up. They're going to be faithful to their word. And then when they weren't, I got in my feelings about it. I was like, you said you were going to be there. What happened? but it's because I'm not the person who cancels. Unless like an emergency is happening or I've like double booked myself, I'm not that person. But I figured out that I was draining my own cup by putting my expectations into them of keeping their own word. You can't have expectations out of others. You can't have expectations of anyone around you to fill your cups but you. So take the time to do so. Offer yourself a walk in nature. Maybe get yourself some massage oil, and instead of going to the massage parlor, I mean, I know all kinds of great masseuses, so I can hook y'all up. That's not a problem. But if you can't afford to go see a masseuse, offer yourself a massage, okay? Because then we have the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is cunning and calculating. Okay, she is getting things done. She is making contact with these lines through her expertise of her words and the way she carries herself. Okay, she knows that these lines aren't going to turn on her, but it's because she is loyal to them as well. She can go out and find prey, and when they catch it, they will share it with her. Okay, this is a symbiotic relationship, and it is strong. Okay, they are all working together. They are all each other's protectors. This is getting things done. Harnessing that energy, finding that deep Leo within you to be able to continue to move on. Okay. Then we had the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is a young soul. This is your reminder to have fun, but also take some time with the kids. Listen, you might have a kid come up to you and be like, "Here's a fish in a cup. Do you like it?" And you're like, "What? A fish in a cup? What do you? What? Huh?" It's because they're trying to impress you. They're trying to speak your love language. They're trying to come to you and show you things. I know my kiddo's love language is sending me reels all day long. And sometimes I'm like, what did I just watch? Like, why did I just watch it? But it's because they're trying to be like, Mom, look, right? Trying to show me that love. Let's harness that inner kid energy today, okay? Let's have a good time. Go outside and jump rope. Gotta skip it. Do you guys remember skip it's? Those little hoops you put on your legs and you spun it around? Yeah, that was my thing. Have some fun. Go create oh my goodness. The blocks that you jump in. I can't even remember what that is. Make one outside and put, a positive affirmation. Have fun. Do this, and watch how many people look out your office window and see how many people actually do it. Okay, then lastly, we have the Ten of Wands. We are carrying too much stress. We need to let go. We need to let go of what isn't serving us. If junk belongs to somebody else, you can be there for your family and your friends all day long, but boo-boo, you gotta take care of you. You gotta lighten your load, okay? It's just bringing you down. Stop making other people's problems your problems. You can't save the entire world. One action at a time. Right now, you gotta save you and fill your own cups, okay? I hope that message makes sense, guys. So much love. Namaste. Stay safe and stay positive.